With Ford quite stupidly increasing the Maverick's price with its redesign, Toyota has decided to step in and offer us a proper compact pickup truck at a price that won't break the bank. Meet the new Toyota Stout, a small pickup truck that will provide everything the Maverick wanted but could never: reliability, practicality, and above all else, affordable pricing. The new Stout, based on an already proven platform, will finally reintroduce the US to the true concept of a small pickup truck. So let's not waste any more time and take a deep dive at how it'll do as we check out how the all-new Toyota Stout wows everybody. Modern and stylish design. One of the most important aspects of any vehicle is how it looks, and to be frank, the Ford Maverick was never all that good in this department. Sure, the facelift looks pretty nice, however, it's still very bland. Apart from also being a terrible vehicle for the money, the Blue Oval is asking for it now. Thankfully, the Toyota Stout won't be a boring old mess of a vehicle that'll play it safe in every possible segment. Oh no, the Stout will introduce us to Toyota's all-new design language that'll be reserved for the company's more rugged vehicles. The Toyota Stout's design will be based on the Toyota EPU concept, with a few differences to accommodate for the fact that it is, after all, a cheaper vehicle. For example, compared to the Toyota EPU, the Toyota Stout has a more conventional rear door design that accommodates a more traditional window design too. This might sound boring, yes, but it also means that the replacement parts for both of these will be easy and cheap to fix or replace. In addition to that, the Stout has a physical grille as opposed to a black bar in the front, and the headlight design is slightly simplified to accommodate for halogen headlights on lower-end models. Don't worry, LED headlights will be available on higher trim levels. Apart from that, you can expect a different wheel design, and there will be multiple steely wheel choices for you, depending if you're going for a base trim or an off-road ready one. That said, the overall shape will be mostly similar to the EPU, and frankly, we're very glad that that's the case, as it does have a very cheerful attitude to it, something that's seldom found in pickup trucks today. Hybrid or nothing. As part of Toyota's idea of electrification, the Toyota Stout will come as standard as a hybrid, which is incredibly important as it'll mean that you'll be getting a frugal and capable pickup truck from the get-go. As standard, the Toyota Stout utilizes the same hybrid powertrain as the Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid, which translates to a 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder mated to an electric drivetrain that will, in combination, produce around 190 horsepower. In addition to that, you'll be able to go for the optional 2.5-liter hybrid powertrain that will be taken straight from the Toyota Crown Signia and will push out upwards of 230 horsepower, making it the more powerful but less frugal of the two, seeing how it does 2 to 3 mpg less. Both the 2.0 and 2.5 hybrids will be mated to an ECVT gearbox as standard, and there will be no other option available. As for the plug-in and non-hybrid models, the plug-in will be made available further down the Stout's lifespan, similar to the Maverick. Unfortunately, by the looks of it, the non-hybrid will not be available for purchase, as Toyota is already pushing heavily towards eliminating them in favor of regular hybrids. That said, we're not too sad about that, as Toyota's hybrids are already more reliable than practically anything else on the market. A functional, practical, and sensible interior. In modern times, if you want to make a vehicle that's as cheap as possible, stuff it with digital screens. They're far more affordable and far easier for the manufacturer to produce, and it's for this reason the Ford Maverick decided to drop practically all physical buttons in favor of a larger touchscreen. Thankfully, this won't be the case with the Toyota Stout, as Toyota knows all too well that this won't be a poser's vehicle, but a vehicle for the proper blue-collared worker, which means that it'll be made as sensibly as possible without breaking the bank. First of all, you could expect a slew of physical buttons, dials, and swivels such as radio control or AC command. Second of all, you'll also be getting a proper gear lever and not those stupid swivel things that you get on modern Fords or that joystick-like paddle present on previous gen Priuses. As for the infotainment screen, you'll be getting an 8-inch unit as standard. The interior design is an amalgamation of the Toyota Yaris Cross and the Corolla Cross. Now, since the Toyota Stout aims to undercut the Ford Maverick, you shouldn't expect its interior to be made from high-quality materials. No, it'll be made mostly out of hard plastics to both keep costs down as well as allow it to be as easy to maintain and panels to be as cheap to replace as possible. However, higher trim levels will be getting a nicer painted dashboard and a cheerier interior, as well as a 10-inch touchscreen system to make things easier and, well, nicer. All-wheel drive is standard. Seeing how the Toyota Stout utilizes the same hybrid powertrain as the Toyota Corolla Cross and the RAV4, you can expect all-wheel drive to come as standard no matter the powertrain. This will be of extreme benefit when compared to the Ford Maverick, which up until its redesign didn't even offer an all-wheel drive hybrid and now asks a premium for it. The all-wheel drive drivetrain will help with the pickup truck's towing capacity, which sure won't be fantastic, however it'll be more than enough. It'll also help with the controllability of the pickup truck and will make it considerably nicer to drive. As for the towing capacity, we've previously mentioned the Stout, equipped with a weaker 2-liter base powertrain, will be capable of towing 2,000 pounds. Abysmal at first glance, however, it is comparable to the Maverick Hybrid's base towing capacity. The 2.5-liter will be able to tow up to 3,000 pounds without the optional towing package, and with it, you'll be able to tow up to 4,000 pounds, making it once again comparable to the Maverick's maximum towing capacity. Both of these pale in comparison to the Hyundai Santa Cruz, however, but that is to be expected as that thing has a 2.5-liter Turbo 4 engine mated to a proper mechanical all-wheel drive instead of an electrified rear axle. That said, with all of this in mind, you're probably questioning the possibility of the Stout being cheaper than the Maverick. And, well, don't worry, because it is. Pricing. The ultimate bargain. You see, what Toyota understands that Ford never will is that to make a vehicle as cheap as possible, you'll have to cut away as much fat from it as possible. And that's exactly what they did. As a result, the base model of the Toyota Stout, called the Stout LE, will only have the basics. You'll get a rubber steering wheel, an infotainment screen with no navigation, a basic 4-speaker sound system, manually cranking windows for all 4 passengers, unpainted bumpers and side trim, and halogen headlamps. Now, this might seem grim to you, however, it is necessary to reduce the price of the vehicle to around $22,000. Don't worry though, as you'll still be extremely safe in it, as it'll get Toyota's Safety Sense 2.5 as standard, and you'll get airbags all across the cabin. And let's be honest, an all-wheel drive pickup truck for well under $25K is a miracle no matter how equipped it is. The middle of the back of the Toyota Stout will be divided into 2 trims. The SE, which is more road-oriented and will offer a larger 10-inch display, electrically operated windows all around, comfier seats, LED headlights, and alloy wheels, but will retain the 2-liter powertrain. The other one, called the Stout XLE, will be more work-oriented, and it'll come with a more rugged exterior design, will still come with steelies, and will still offer manually operated windows at the back, as well as keeping the 8-inch touchscreen. However, it'll come with a stronger powertrain as standard and will give you chunkier tires for a greater workhorse all-terrain value. Both of these will start at around $27,000, making them comparable to the entry-level Maverick. As for the range-topping models, you'll be getting the Stout Off-Road model, which will come with an increased ride height, additional armoring on the underside, even more chunky tires, and a nicer wheel design. However, you'll have to pay extra for a 10-inch screen, and it'll be more rudimentary in terms of interior quality and equipment. You'll still be getting rubber-like material for the seats, making it much easier to clean than the cloth seats of any of the previous models. Now, will this model truly be an off-roader? Well, no, but it'll be comparable to the RAV4 Off-Road and Woodland Edition. What will be considered the true range topper is the Stout Limited, which will get heated leatherette seats, a soft touch dashboard, fully digital gauge cluster, 10-inch infotainment screen, bespoke alloy wheels, fully LED headlights and taillights, while also packing the stronger 2.5-liter engine. It'll set you back around $34,000, which is still a pretty nice price to pay for a vehicle that's as capable as it. As for the release, the Toyota Stout is expected to hit the market this time next year, which means that you should ready your wallet as it'll sell like hotcakes. Thanks for watching and see you next time.